Hey guys, Aubrey Lorenz here with Tribe Cairo. I get this question all of the time. Aubrey, you do search engine optimization. You help your clients compete in competitive markets to get their websites up on Google. Google is the new Yellow Pages, where patients. Now, first of all, I want to preface all this by saying the internet is not the holy grail, okay? You guys, if you're not already, you will be solicited by people who will be pounding down your doors asking for a nice piece of your ad budget, promising you the proverbial Google pie in the sky to send hordes and floods and droves of, foaming at the mouth, raging lunatic patients to your doorstep. So many that you won't know what to do. Look, the amount of hyperbole is just way overdone. But, all things considered, it's important to be here, okay? And if 10 years ago you would have said, okay, I'm going to have a chiropractic clinic, let's look at my overall sort of marketing puzzle, you would have been in the Yellow Pages. Okay, that was kind of a no-brainer, and we call that search marketing. People are actively out there with the need for what it is that you do, right, with the service or services that you provide, and so you want to figure out how to get in front of them. They're some of the hottest leads you can get. And so really the new Yellow Pages is Google. And I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I get this question all the time from a lot of you guys. Okay, I've got a new clinic, or I've got a clinic and I've been online for a few years and I don't get it. I mean, how can I get my clinic online, or how can I do it on a budget? Maybe I don't have 6 or 7 or 8 grand to pay a search engine optimization company to get me to the top of Google. And I'm going to tell you something. I get a little pissed off about this, because I see a lot of my friends who are in very small, very non-competitive markets, and I see search engine optimization companies charging them way, way, way more than they need to be, charging them for what I know is often a very, an afternoon's work. Maybe they're justified in doing that. I want to show you right now what many of you in many markets. Now, if you're in Minneapolis, Chicago, Los Angeles, go hire somebody to do this. Call me and you can give me your money and I'll do it for you. I compete in some competitive markets. I've spent years studying this with some of the brightest people in the world, but for many of you, you don't have to hire anybody to do it, or you can, give me, a few $100 and I'll save you a bunch of time. But many of you, my friends, are fairly new in practice. You're on a somewhat limited budget, and in some cases, you guys have a little bit more time than you have patience. You're working on it, but so if you have a little bit of time and you want to get your clinic on the Google radar, the first thing, I'm just going to bring something up here. I'm going to show you a real kind of big insider secret today, and that sounds a little hyperbolic, but it really is. First of all, let me just do chiropractor Minneapolis. Let's just say I was doing a search for a chiropractor in Minneapolis. It's close to where I'm located, just so I can show you some things here. First of all, the first key to getting listed here in Google is to claim what is called your Google Places page. It's your local listing. It probably already exists by Google. Let me show you one here. These are probably all claimed. Let's see this one here. Okay, this is a Google Place page right here. It is not claimed, okay? See this right here? Business owner? Nobody's claimed this. Google creates this for free on behalf of business owners because it's one of its goals, has many, is to replace the Yellow Pages. So it'll create these automatically. You want to check Google your own business by name and then put the city and or zip code and see if you have a listing. You likely do. If you're brand new, you may not. Just Google how to set up a Google Place page, or go to places.google.com, follow the prompts, set this up. If it exists, check for it. If it exists, claim this thing. Business owner, yes, if this were your listing, click on it, claim it, and fill it out to the max possible. You can put 10 photos in. Guess how many photos you want? 10 photos. Get good pictures, put them in there. Your clinic, your staff, yourself, your wife, get one of your kids, fill this thing out, okay? And often, I'm going to be honest with you, often I'll see this done and just filled out properly and claimed. You'll blast up onto the Google radar, without even doing anything else. So do that. I want to do a little bit more training on this, but above and beyond claiming and setting up your Google Place page, there's a really kind of ninja secret. It's still like month one beginner level stuff for me that I do for all of my clients as just foundational work. But come up to Get, you can see up in the address bar here, I'm typing in getlisted.org. Come in here and I'm going to type in my dad's business. My dad's got a massage therapy practice in here, not in here, but in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, which is where I am located. And so just type in your business name, type in the zip code of the city that your practice or your clinic is in, and go check my listings. And what this is, getlisted.org, is kind of a search engine optimization tool, and it'll tell you really, let's see here, how do I explain this? It indexes some of the most prominent, most important online profiles that you want to have claimed and filled out on across the internet. The reason for this, yeah, some of these will get a little bit of traffic, yellowpages.com. This is funny, my dad's actually ranking #1 in Google. I've done all his work for him for multiple terms. And they just added localese in here, so I could come in here and tighten this up a little bit, but you want to go through here. Okay, now this is going to be your Google Place page. Let me just show you something, view additional details. Okay, so this is his Google Places listing. I could click on edit this listing, but I don't want this video to get too long, but come here, check your business, and go to, you can click the link directly from here, go to each one of these. This is Bing Local Listing over on the Bing search engine. At the very least, you want to do Google Places, okay, is the Google local listing. That's their brand name for it, is Google Places. You want to go to Yahoo local listing, and you want to go to the Bing local listing. If you don't find a pre-existing sort of thing sitting out there, go to the search engines, Google it, whatever, give me a shout, I can tell you how to do it. Google, Yahoo, and Bing, you want to have your local listings set up and claimed on. Verify ownership, okay? They're your listings. They're probably already out there. And then, as you have time, go through and claim these other listings. You can do it right from here. Follow the prompts. It's pretty easy to do. It's just a little time consuming. Often I'll do this even in competitive markets. I'll check for some of my clients who have even hired other fairly smart search engine optimization companies, and I'll come in here and I'll find 20%, 30%. It's just sucking. And I'll come in here and often just fill this out, and they're like, guess what? Boom, up to the top of Google. One of the big things in ranking in Google is something called trust and authority, and Google wants to see that you have an online presence. And the more diversified that is, the more solid that presence is all across the internet out there, the better Google's going to reward you with higher search rankings. So I hope that makes some sense. That's fast and furious, and and already said more than I wanted to say. But man, if you do this, I'm telling you, you don't have to pay somebody $5 or $10 grand to do this for you. You can do it yourself. And how long? It takes a while. You got to verify ownership on some of these. It can take a few weeks. Some of these are human reviewed, but just get them set up. Follow the prompts. It's not rocket science. One important thing, make sure your business name is actually your DBA, your doing business as name, telephone number, and address are all, a real local, no PO boxes, real address, real phone number. They've got to be 100% consistent between all of these listings. Okay, so hope that makes some sense. Go rock this thing. You can do it. It's not rocket science. Good luck.